I'm Denise. I'm here to share the learning modules for August week 5. August has 5 weeks, and so I've created new learning modules for this last week of August. You can use them whether it's your first week or your 5th week of teaching. So I'm going to start with PreK lesson 5. You can see it's lengthy, and that's because there's new options for the people who've been teaching since beginning of August, and lots of repeat of the basic concepts. So we start with welcome, the what ifs and the how to's. Procedures are so important. Your pre-Ks can't read this, but this is a reminder for teachers of all the things they need to talk about. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. And John makes up new verses, and maybe their students can think up some new verses for this song. This is a new song called Jump. It's going to help your kids burn off some of that excess energy, and they will enjoy the moving to the music. Here are the storybooks options. If you've read all 3 of them, just skip ahead. If you have any of those storybooks you haven't read yet, do them. They're wonderful little stories to do with the kids. Play freeze dance with the music. This is a teacher-led activity where you play the drum to show the students that they move when there's a beat. When there's no beat, or in other words, you're not playing the drum, they stop. And then you can play the interactive game, beat or no beat, and determine when there's a steady beat in the music or when there's no beat. Play the beat on instruments and give your students whatever instruments you have in your classroom and let them play along with the music. And I find something with a really strong, steady beat that's good for our little people. This is optional. It requires photocopying. Not everybody can. So if you wish to, you can do that. This is also optional because it's been done right since the beginning of August. If you've been with me since the beginning of August, you can skip it. Wash your hands. Always good advice for the kids if this is new for you this week. Alphabet song is always a good one to review early in the year for our little pre-Ks. And if there happens to be any Canadian schools in session, we have one with the letter Z. For you, 6 Little Ducks, cute little song. If you haven't done it yet, you can do this as a new song. And then we have Skinamarink for our closing song. That's pre-K, August lesson 5. Next, I'm going to kindergarten, August week 5. And in this lesson, again, we have, it seems like lots of activities, but it's not so much. I found an Echo the Chicken video. These are adorable little solfege videos. Your kids don't need to know the solfege yet. This can be introducing them to so many patterns, but they will enjoy doing it with the chickens. And if they've done the solfege in the key of C, they might be able to sing this in solfa. Leave it till later in the year if that works best for you. Whoops Johnny is a name game. Johnny, 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 Johnny. Whoops Johnny, whoops Johnny, 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 Johnny. And then you can do daddy, mommy, sister, brother, or you do the names of the kids in your class. Jason, 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 whoops, Jason, whoops, Jason, 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 Jason. And here's a kid's demo if you don't, if you need it. Review the procedures with your kindergartens as well, even 2 or 3 times through 2 or 3 classes. It's so scary for kids if there's a fire drill or a lockdown in their school, and knowing exactly what they're expected to do when they're in the music room is important. New song for you, Music in Me with JJ. The kids will have fun with this song, and they'll shake out all sorts of parts of their body. I've got the beat is a choreographed song, so it's a little bit more complex. You can teach it with this. If you've been doing this for a few weeks, skip that and go right to singing the song or right to doing the movements with John. This is new. How can we make our classroom a place to learn and grow, welcoming and friendly to everyone you know? And I have created posters that tell students to be kind, be safe, be respectful. These will be added to the supporting resources. They're really cute little posters that you can use in your classroom as classroom expectations. And here is an option for your children to create their own be poster. Be nice, be gentle, be careful, whatever they think they should be in music class, and draw a picture about it. So this is new activity for August week 5. If you've been with me since August week 1, you will appreciate those new activities. Here is the story All Are Welcome or Skip Ahead. Second storybook, So Me Goes Missing or Skip Ahead. Listening Walk. Third story or Skip Ahead. And our closing song for kindergarten is Twinkle, Twinkle, just because it's gentle. It's a lullaby. Calm them down before they go back to class. That is the kindergarten lesson for August week 5. The grade 1 lesson for August week 5. And again, it looks like lots of activities, but again, some of our teachers have been in school for 5 weeks already, and some it's your first week. So start off with a welcome song, if you're happy and you know it, for your grade 1s. And again, John has some different verses in here that are going to be fun for your students, and you certainly could make some new ones up as well. How-tos, what ifs. If you haven't already done so, go over procedures with your students. Make me a circle. Make me a circle. Make me a circle while I count the beat. 1, 2, and you see if you can get those kids down to 1 and they're in a circle. That would be amazing. Here's the circle name game. Denise, Jason, and each person says their name. I was in a grade 1 class last May, and the class echoed, which was even better because I get to hear the name twice. There are some variations for this. I've used this with littles all the way up to middle school. It's a great way to learn the names of the kids. This is the place to learn and grow, a little song, and you can have the students create their own be statements. So they could write, be kind, be careful, be a good listener, be a good singer, all those kinds of things. So you sing the song as the theme, and then 2 or 4 of your be statements. And the printables in the supporting resources will give you a printable that you can have, or just give kids a piece of paper and get them to print it out themselves. Here's the story, How to Be a Friend. If you've done it already, skip ahead. And we have a JJ song, New Friends. I hope lots of your first graders are ready to make new friends. Here's the song. And then we have the song, What Shall We Do When We All Go Out? Again, some of you might have done this already, and some of you may have had a full lesson already. So you just could leave this out. But I like this song because, again, you go out in the playground with your friends. What shall we do when we all go out on the playground? And create new verses for it. Naughty Kitty Cat, I wouldn't do this unless I was in my 2nd or 3rd week of teaching because it's a chase game, and I would hope that I've set the expectations and rules in the classroom. You want to make sure that the children are moving safely. I took this group of kids outside where we can actually run. And then Let Your Light Shine. Many teachers do Star of the Week. And so Let Your Light Shine fits in really nicely at the end of the year, and you can use those Star of the Week as a backdrop for your performance. And here's the full song, and the music time is over. That's grade 1, August week 5. Here is grade 2 for August week 5. And grade 2 is going to do again some review, some new, a mix. Welcome, welcome. And then the JJ song, Say Hello. We've done this since the beginning of August. So for those of you that are really good at it, you can just go ahead and sing it. And if you've got kids in your class that speak languages that aren't in the song, it would be really neat to learn how to say hello in other languages. Try choreography with it. If you haven't done that yet, this is a good time to try it. JJ has a song called Get Up, Get At 'Em. And that's how I feel about going back to school. Let's get up, get at 'em, feel positive, and feel energized. The circle name game for grade 2 is very effective, and you can try some of the variations if you've done it before. I did this circle name game for about 7 weeks in a row in our choir, so we would get to know the kids. It's just a good way to practice names. I find with kindergartens especially, they don't always know the names of the students in their classes. Even by the end of the year, there are some kids who don't. So review with them. Procedures, if you've done it 2 or 3 times already, skip this. If you haven't, review. Here's a place to learn and grow for second grade. And again, we want those, the students to make up their own B statements to use as a B section with the song. Here's a brand new song. This is from the very end of Musicplay 2. If you're teaching early in August, you likely wouldn't have got to it in June of last year. So Christopher McCracken, and it's a camp song, and it's a fun one to make up new verses. He goes a-fishing for a whale, but he didn't get a whale. He didn't get a single whale. You can put whatever words you want in there except bad ones. Here's Grand Old Flag. If you don't have plates handy, do the movement with your hands. If you want to do it in a performance, then add the plates to it. And the music time is over. That's the end of our grade 2 lesson for August week 5. Third grade, August week 5. So I've got some do-mi-so patterns here, and we've got this beautiful little deer singing to us this time. Kids will like that. I've got an animated rhythm play along, and this one uses a number of different note values. I'm hoping grade 3s know most of these. They might not have done the dotted half note yet, but they should have done most of the other rhythms, and the animated play alongs are quite easy. Decide on your body percussion or instruments that you're going to use. And I've said here, decide how to perform the rhythm. Try it. Can you think of another way? Try it. Which way did you like the best? That is National Standards creating. You try it out, you revise, you refine based on feedback. You try it again. You revise, you refine based on feedback, and you decide on a final performance. These are all fun. I love the music in these. This one is and a great way to practice whole notes, whole rests. They should have learned this in second grade, but if they haven't, it's a good opportunity to teach it. Review procedures if you haven't already, or teach them if this is your first week. Practice the names with the circle name game. Do some variations. And I've got the place to learn and grow lesson for third grade in as well. This is a concept slide, so I can jump to the next. And these are the 4 posters that are included in your supporting resources. Be kind, be careful, be respectful, be a great musician. This is a new song by JJ. It's a fun it's a fun song. So I'm using the notation video and my or pause it, and then you teach by rote. Sing a phrase, have the kids sing it back. Or you can always play the phrase, have the kids sing it back. The 3 verses don't change a lot of words, so this one is going to be very accessible for your third grade. There's choreography given for it. You can learn the choreography and then try singing along. So these are all new activities for August week 5. A wave of kindness has been done since the beginning of August. So this may be review. If you don't have time for it in this lesson, just omit. Asumbu Kwaya is a beautiful little song from Nigeria, and I've included the teaching choreography, the practice choreography, and then the notation for the song. This is an option if you've been with your kids since the beginning of August. I love chase games. Kids love chase games. And Let Us Chase the Squirrel is a fun one that you don't always get to because it comes late in the year in second grade. Here's a kid's demo. You can see I'm outside with them, and that's my preference. If I'm in the music room, I will invite them to speed walk, but walk safely when they play a chase game. And then the music time is over. That was grade 3, August week 5. Fourth grade, August week 5. So again, I'm playing this circle name game with them. It works really well with all ages. Review the procedures if you haven't already, or teach them if this is your first week. Now I have something new instead of the music room rules. I have music room rhythms. Be polite, be respectful, join in the fun, be a good listener, be responsible. And you would invite the children to take 4 of these and create body percussion to go with them. And then the one that's left out can be used as an introduction and ending, or it can be used as an ostinato. Choice is up to you. And again, try it out. Can you think of a different way to do it? Which do you like the best? Get into that creative mindset. I've got a new activity for the 4th grade in this week, and this is bucket drumming with good mood from the Paw Patrol movie. And Mr. Frank teaches the patterns as he goes along. This is a 6-minute and 43-second video. They'll learn 2 or 3 patterns. And if you don't have buckets, either do it on the desk or do it on your legs. So I could use this as my top, this patting on my knee as my rim. Be creative. If you have rhythm sticks, you can drum on the floor. But it's a great little lesson. And then create your own body percussion or drumming patterns and play it with the music. And I think your 4th grade will enjoy playing along with that music. Here is the lesson about Star Spangled Banner, and it includes many activities. Some of you may have done these already. If this is your first week of teaching, choose the activity that is going to be most useful. And along with Star Spangled Banner, we've got a comparison of Beyonce performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing and the Kirk Franklin performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing. I've included Star Spangled Banner and Lift Every Voice and Sing in 4th, 5th, and middle school lessons, but the bucket drumming is different for each of those grade levels. This is grade 4, back to school, August week 5. Now I am going to 5th grade, August week 5. And it's going to start the same as the 4th with the circle name game, the procedures, and the music room rhythms. And again, this is a fun creating activity. It may take the rest of your music class to do this. And if it does, that's fine. Respecting the music room and being respectful in music class is really important. I would invest the time in this, even if I've already done music room rules. And this is a slideshow. What's on the next slide? There we go. There's our instructions. Choose rhythms. Choose or create one or more rhythm to be your introduction ending. Decide on body percussion. Think of other ways to play it. And then we've got a song that I really like. Everybody say yes. And you learn that with Mr. Frank on the buckets, or you use sticks, rhythm sticks, and drum on the floor, or use body percussion. Pat your legs and clap, or do whatever you can do. Be creative. And an opportunity to create your own body percussion patterns. So that should be fun to play with. Star Spangled Banner lesson. Do what you haven't done as time permits. And then there's a comparison of Lift Every Voice and Sing by Beyonce and by Kirk Franklin, and a worksheet available if you wish to do that. That's 5th grade, lesson 5, August, week 5. Middle school, August, week 5. And it is going to be really close to the 4th grade lesson. It starts with the circle name game, the procedures, the music room rhythms, and they're going to do bucket drumming with Friends Forever. I've included some information on the sticking because it's a little tricky. If you have to, just pause and repeat the video as needed, or pause and even slow the video down. You can always slow a video down with this little gear wheel tool here. Instead of the speed being normal, change it to 3/4 speed. And then opportunity to create your own body percussion or bucket drum. And again, I'm looking for music that's going to appeal to middle school kids, teach about Star Spangled Banner and about Lift Every Voice and Sing. And that is the middle school lesson for August, week 5, back to school lessons.